Hello everyone, welcome to my channel video. Iga Swiatek's bid to win her 5th French Open title ended with a straight-set loss to Marta Kostyuk at Roland Garros, and pundits have reacted to the upset. World number 3 Swiatek, who was playing on her 25th birthday, fell 5-7, 1-6 to world number 15 Kostyuk in the 4th round of the Paris Major. Swiatek was the dominant force on clay courts for much of the early part of this decade, but she has not won a title on the surface since her triumph at the 2024 French Open. Chris Evert, Tim Henman, and Iga Swiatek all discussed Swiatek's loss on TNT Sport and Eurosport. Chris Evert: for Iga, it's back to the drawing board. I guess it was a little too early to think her game would change that drastically after having a new coaching team, as it's only been a few weeks. Back to the drawing board and try to figure out her game style and how she will play. Keep it simple but clean up those errors, how to get maybe a bigger serve, how to feel more comfortable coming to the net. There are some great players left, but you can't take anything for granted. The fact those top seeds lost, the depth is there and these players aren't intimidated anymore. And Iga Swiatek, the first set, we saw a lot of high-quality exchanges. There was a total collapse from Swiatek in the second set. I didn't see enough fight. I didn't see any desire to change anything out there. Credit to Marta Kostyuk. She's going from strength to strength. The only woman who has yet to lose a match on clay this season. She's looking good, moving well, and she looks relaxed as well. Tim Henman: the lack of recognition from Swiatek as to what works and what doesn't. What doesn't work is unforced errors. At every level of this sport, it's about not making mistakes. Admittedly, you've got to be able to hit the ball pretty hard and go close to the line, but Swiatek made probably 40 unforced errors and around 13 winners. That's a huge differential. If you're giving your opponent a 30-love start in every game, you're going to be up against it. There never was a change of tactic to say, okay, I'm going to stay in this rally, play with shape, ask my opponent to try and hit winners. After that first set, it snowballed so quickly. 7-5, 6-1 is a hugely disappointing result for someone who has had so much success here. I didn't see enough fight. Iga Swiatek criticized after French Open loss to Marta Kostyuk. The red clay of Roland Garros has long been Iga Swiatek's kingdom. For years, opponents walked onto court Philippe Chatrier knowing they would have to produce something extraordinary to dethrone the Polish superstar. But after a stunning defeat to Marta Kostyuk, the conversation surrounding Swiatek shifted dramatically, from admiration to scrutiny. As the final point landed and Kostyuk celebrated one of the biggest victories of her career, many tennis fans were left speechless. Swiatek, a player renowned for her resilience, intensity, and relentless determination, appeared unusually subdued. The loss itself was surprising, but it was the manner of the defeat that sparked criticism. Former players and analysts were quick to weigh in. I didn't see enough fight, one commentator remarked, echoing a sentiment shared by several observers. It was a statement that quickly spread across social media, igniting debate among fans worldwide. For years, Swiatek has built her reputation on refusing to surrender. Even when matches turned difficult, she often found another gear, another level of focus, another way to win. Against Kostyuk, however, that trademark spark seemed absent at key moments. The match began with the intensity expected from two elite competitors. Kostyuk arrived with confidence, determined to challenge one of the greatest clay court players of her generation. Her aggressive baseline play immediately put Swiatek under pressure. Rather than allowing the world number 1 to dictate rallies, Kostyuk attacked first. She struck her ground strokes with conviction, moved brilliantly across the clay, and played with the fearless attitude needed to defeat a champion. Swiatek fought back in flashes. There were moments when her forehand found its range and her movement looked sharp. Yet every time it seemed she might seize control, Kostyuk answered with another fearless winner or crucial hold of serve. As the match progressed, frustration became visible on Swiatek's face. The crowd sensed it. The momentum was shifting, and Kostyuk was growing stronger. What surprised many observers was not that Swiatek lost points. Every player does. It was that she appeared unable to summon the emotional response that has defined so many of her greatest victories. The fist pumps were less frequent. The energy seemed lower. The aura of invincibility that often surrounds her on clay began to fade. That perception fueled criticism after the match. Some analysts argued that champions are judged differently because they have set such high standards. When Swiatek dominates, expectations rise. Fans expect her to battle through adversity and find solutions. Therefore, when she falls short, questions naturally follow. Others defended the Polish star. They pointed out that even the greatest athletes experience difficult days. Tennis is a sport of fine margins, and sometimes an opponent simply performs at an exceptional level. Kostyuk's displays certainly fit that description. Indeed, much of the attention focused on Swiatek's struggles risked overshadowing Kostyuk's remarkable achievement. The Ukrainian played with courage from the opening game to the final point. She refused to be intimidated by the occasion or by her opponent's reputation. Her willingness to attack under pressure transformed the contest and ultimately earned her a career-defining victory. For Kostyuk, the win represented more than a place in the next round. It was proof that she belongs among the sport's elite competitors. Defeating a multiple-time French Open champion on her favorite surface is a statement that resonates throughout the tennis world. Meanwhile, Swiatek faces a different challenge. The coming weeks will test not her forehand or serve, but her response to disappointment. Great champions are rarely defined by their victories alone. Their legacy is often shaped by how they react after painful defeats. History shows that Swiatek possesses the mental strength necessary to rebound from setbacks. Her career has already featured moments of adversity, followed by remarkable comebacks. This loss may ultimately become another chapter in that story. The criticism surrounding her performance will undoubtedly create headlines, but Swiatek has never been a player who allows outside noise to dictate her future. She understands that tennis seasons are marathons, not sprints. One defeat, even a shocking one, does not erase years of excellence. As Roland Garros continues without one of its biggest stars, attention now turns to what comes next. Can Marta Kostyuk build on her stunning victory and make a deep run in the tournament? Can Iga Swiatek use the disappointment as motivation for the remainder of the season? Those questions remain unanswered. What is certain is that the match delivered one of the tournament's most unforgettable moments. It showcased the courage of an underdog, the vulnerability of a champion, and the unpredictable drama that makes tennis one of the world's most captivating sports. For now, Kostyuk celebrates. Swiatek reflects. And the tennis world watches closely, waiting to see how both players write the next chapter of their journeys. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share. Till next time.